Thaddeus isn't home.
Look at this mess. You're paying for this mess. I hope you got an inheritance coming. This is one of them for the rest of your natural-born life type debts right here.
I really didn't mean to blow up your porch, and whatever this room is supposed to be. I just came here to talk. My name's Jack.
It's called a parlor, Jack, where you entertain guests. Would have done anyway, had I any actual burning desire to ever have guests. I need some coffee in here. I'm gonna box your ears, I swear. You want any?
That'd be great. I really am sorry. I wish none of this had happened.
If wishes were horses, beggars would ride.
What's a horse?
I don't know. Never seen one. Died out in the early parts of the war. That's what you're here about, right?
I don't need a horse.
No, dummy. The war. You a deserter? You look scared.
What? No, I'm... Why would you think that?
Some men's eyes, they got a little bunny in them. Yours do. Hopping around. Maybe not always, but right now. Something's got you scared out of your mind.
We're going to lose the war. No one knows how to stop Sandrak, and... I'm afraid of what comes after.
You should be. What he's done to Saren, to Kelthus, he wins, that's what he'll do to everyone. So how's he doing it? Snuffing out the fonts.
You know about that?
Kid, I got scry stones in every damn corner of Aveum. You start seeing ley lines winking out in all the wrong places, gives you pause. If I had to guess, the world's poorer by about 3 fonts.
3? He got to another one?
Oh, yeah. As soon as the font in Rasharn went dark, he must have beelined for the one at Kelthus. His occupation would have made it easy pickings.
They're not really gone. Sandrax absorbed their power using some kind of artifact of Aristea. A binding stone, a Thrutakul. That's why I'm here. The Immortals believe you're the only one that might know what the stone really is.
So, Kirkin still hate me?
I've heard she's not a big fan of yours, but, I mean, she's never mentioned you to me.
Well, you gotta be new then.
No, I've been her student for 5 years now.
Well, she must be working up to it. This binding stone of yours, look like this otherwise innocent bit of business, yeah?
Yeah. It's that bad?
Walk with me. Easier just to show you. Calm your tits. Won't hurt none, promise.
How are you doing this?
With panache, it's called a mind walk. Trick I picked up in Rasharn back in the day.
This is Rasharnian magic?
What about it? It's the most elegant and creative Magni alive. No, don't let King Dipshit and his Confederates spoil the barrel. Let me show you some history. This is Aveum in the time of Aristea, 1,000 years and some change ago.
The wound. It's small.
Yep, just a teensy thing back then. We Magni hadn't gone buck wild yet. Aristea brought out the worst in us, and it's all because of this thing. A binding stone. They used it to commune with the fonts, and some idiot decided to use it to control them instead. Let's just say things got out of hand. Sandrak's doing the same damn thing. History keeps a secret.
What are we looking at here?
The place they built the binding stone, called a shrine forge. Suspected somewhere in eastern Orman.
You've got to give me something better than that.
What if I could, son? Orman's a damn big place. It doesn't help that it blew itself up some 20-odd years ago. Now, unless you got more questions, we can head back. Well, what's it gonna be?
So that's the big secret of how Aristea fell. Just one more casualty of the Everwar?
The lure of the binding stone was too much. We see magic, Jack. We eventually get greedy. Can't help ourselves but to sink down to our basest nature. Even the mighty Aristea could only keep its head up for a year or two.
A year or two? Their ruins are everywhere, whole cities of them. And they were way more advanced than ours. That can't be right.
Aristea, the bastion of high learning and magical ingenuity, capable of miracles uncountable. They're magna demigods among men. Yeah, that what you're talking about?
Well...
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Getting too close to magic turns us all dead stupid. It's like the Everwar's our natural state of being. Despite everything you've been told, Aristea was just a blip.
When the Aristea used the Binding Stone to commune with the Fonts, what happened?
They all about turned into little penasons in a matter of days. Spread their new magic know-how like brushfire until they were pulling cities out of the ground like it was nothing. Bunch of idiots. Who cares that it was causing the wound to grow at an exponential rate? Oh, they'd fix that later.
Fix it later. We haven't changed.
Not 1 inch.
I need to get back to the Palathon. Tell them what I found out.
Fair enough. Wait a minute. You feel that?
Feel what?
Someone's in here with us. Hold on.
What?
Stay out of my way, Jack.
Get down, kid! Ah! No! Son of a bitch!
Thanks.
Go on, go after her!
I'm not leaving you here.
I'm done for, kid. She was in our minds. She gets away, Sandrak will know y'all are gonna go after the Shrine Forge.
Gotta catch her. Up, Jack. Come on. She's over there.
Razavez Eventum.
Please don't be you. How are you alive?
No. Don't.
Why didn't you try to find me?
Don't do that.
Do what?
Ask me a question you won't accept the answer to.
How can you be with them?
That's the one.
I can't believe it.
Jack, report in, soldier.
I'm here, sir. I found out the Binding Stone was created in a shrine forge somewhere in eastern Oromon. No exact location, but it's a start. Bad news is, I think Thaddeus died helping us find that out. I'm sorry, sir. I know you two were close.
Don't blame yourself.
I had a tail. Sandrak will know we're coming for the shrine forge.
That just means we'll come heavy. Return to the Palathon for mission planning.
I see how it is. You're not going to even ask if I'm okay, or explain why my bloody face got pulled through a Farkle stone, or how you're evidently pals with an Alori now.
Buddy, since I set out on this mission, I've had my politics questioned, my pants criticized, told my eyes were full of bunnies, and...
And what?
Oh, it's... nothing. It's just been a lot, you know? We'll catch up when I get back. Hi, I'm Jack. Saw you wore the Immortals glyph. Figured I'd introduce myself.
You're the new recruit. I'm the Viscount Hauserel, Lord of Sevenridge and Eye of Lavenry. Sorry I missed your induction ceremony, Jack.
On a mission, your lordship?
Sure. And please, just Hauser. Fewer words benefit us all. Honestly, I didn't think anyone would pass selection this time around. No one has in years. So I dallied. Apologies again, I should have been here for you.
No worries. So, what was the mission?
I'm a hexbrand, Jack. Do you know what that is?
Oh, an assassin.
Yes. You can figure out the mission from there.
I didn't think the Immortals had assassins.
Understandable. It's not really tip of the spear now, is it? The Immortals are more than that. It's just Kirkin's favorite way of selling it.
Does she give you a target list? Writs? Devin said writs once.
Call them sanctions. Their approval is a nebulous mix of Lavenry, the Grand Magnus, Circumstance, and myself. Are you interested in taking one on?
Wait, we can do that? How?
The Order of Masks have a group of Magni called the Six that range far from Rasharn. Lucian needs them dead. If you want the sanction, it's yours. That's how we do it.
Being a Viscount, that means you have a claim to the throne, right?
I'm 15th in line and never getting closer. Realistically, you have as much claim as I do.
Uh-huh, sure. What's it like being part of a dynastic house?
It's bad for one's health.
Come on.
Oh, I'm serious. Why else would so many of us train as assassins? There's the Everwar between kingdoms, and then there's the Little War, known in every court in Aveum. They're the same except for scale. Magni obsessed with fighting other Magni for the rule of magic. I have to watch my back on two fronts.
I didn't see you at Nicaea when we confronted Sandrak. Were you there?
Answered your own question there, no?
I mean, maybe that was the point. You not being seen. Like you were covering us or something.
Considering what happened, perhaps I should have been. But no, I was away taking care of a few things. An ambassador of Kylay caught wind of the meeting in Nicaea. Thought they would show up with a delegation to show their support for Lucium's surrender.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
Funny that.
What's the deal with you and Kirkin? She literally doesn't talk about you. Like, she doesn't even really consider you part of the Order.
I'm sure that sometimes she wishes I wasn't. I'm an Eye of Lavenry as well as an Immortal. She may think the real reason for my being at the Palathon is to keep tabs on her.
But she had to approve of you joining us. I don't get it.
Marcello the Lesser, Albus the False Ionetian, the Lord's Grux, the Wax Witch of Deladel. All of them were Kirkin's enemies, here and abroad.
Operative word being were.
Now you understand how I got her endorsement. I'm a useful tool to her, Jack. You should only read Kirkin's silence as a shield of plausible deniability. If we're not seen talking, no one can prove she gave the kill order.
Talk to you later, Hauser.
Welcome back, sir. They're waiting for you in the war chamber.
This is insane. The surface of Eastern Orman is an endless desert. We'll never find the Shrine Forge this way.
I'll switch back to the islands just above the Tempest Lair.
The conquering hero returns.
Hey, hero. See if you can make out anything but sand.
Really with this? Already?
Why are we looking at sand?
Thaddeus gave me the history of Sandrak's Binding Stone. As you say, sir, it's some real end-of-time shit. The Aristea couldn't survive it, so our chances are on the wrong side of 0. Before he died, Thaddeus told me that the Shrine Forge used to create this Binding Stone was...
Under all that sand.
Maybe. He didn't specify whether it was on the surface, which is completely blasted by magical fallout, or the islands above, which stretch out forever west.
Wait a second. Did you say Thaddeus died?
Yeah, the Hand of Sandrak was following me. Had a team of Nightblades with her, and...
What matters now is that we have a location for a location. And that's better than yesterday. We find this Shrine Forge, we're one step closer to finding some weakness in Sandrak's hold over the Binding Stone.
I'll break out our scrying records on Rasharnian troop movements in Orman within the last year.
You know, they say one after effect of being inside a massive volcano is dehydration.
I'm just tired.
Get some rest. Narrowing down this search to anything actionable is likely to take all night.
I might have an idea on how to shorten that.
This was extraordinary work, Initiate.
Thank you, sir.
Jack, hold up. Zendara's right. You do the Immortals proud, my friend. And it's great to see you back in one piece after that whole adventure.
Thanks, Dev. It's good to see you too.
Just now, when you were telling us about Thaddeus, I noticed something might have been distracting you.
Really? Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean.
Your face at one point, it was like you'd seen a ghost. Forgive me for prying.
Hey, no offense, but it's private, Evan.
Yes, but private how?
Like you don't need to know.
Ah, I hate that kind. Well, if you were to change your mind...
Dev.
Fine by me, but not really. Also, I'm so very sorry if I embarrassed you in front of your Ilori friend. Is friend the right word? I know I embarrassed myself.
His name's Rook. But one thing at a time, Devin. I gotta head out.
The Grand Magnus is right. You should get some rest. We can handle things from here.
I haven't forgotten. I still owe you a conversation about Sandrak having been an immortal. But finding the Shrine Forge is priority 1 right now.
You heard the Grand Magnus. Return to quarters, get some rest.
Luna's alive. What am I supposed to do with that? Silas,
Hello, sir.
now that Yothium is secured, do you have your reassignment?
You heard the Grand Magnus at your ceremony, sir. We're either meant for the front, or we're marching north to help Lavenry. The brass is still working out the details.
Have a preference?
The front, sir. Even though that's an airship over the wound and I have no stomach for flight. My mother and brothers are stationed there. Trenchers by trade, the lot of us. The Magnus that owns our debts likes his lightless to fight his families. Has enough pull with the Light's army to ensure it happens.
So how did you end up here?
A clerical error, most like. Things got a bit scrambly when it was apparent Sandrak really meant it this time, going for the ley line tower. But, this way I get to tell Mom I fought alongside the hero of Yothium, right?
How many Lightless does your Magnus oversee?
Can't count them all by now. He's been taking on the debts of hundreds of us from the other Magni for years. As I understand it, having an implied private army within the army is a mark of prestige in the dynastic houses. You know, like you'll be doing now that you're an immortal.
Yeah, no, I wasn't planning on it.
Are you serious? Debt collection seems wonderful to me. I mean, us Lightless have been trained at the country's expense, and our arms and armor aren't free, are they? It adds up fighting for one's king.
You know that's fucking insane, right? As a general line of thinking.
Huh. Is it? But then, who am I to question the ways of the Magni, sir? I might even be accused of being unpatriotic.
Kirkin was your father's commanding officer at Sundown 10?
Indeed she was, sir. Ages ago. What a harrowing experience that was, by all accounts. My father's still shaken by it. Sundown 10's one of the few battles where Rasharn deployed its Archon battalion. Even though it was a Lucian victory, due to your Grand Magnus, of course, they say the Archons were granted rights of citizenship in Rasharn after that.
Their constructs are citizens?
Just the Archons, sir, for their valor in battle. They're allowed free worship, of what I can't begin to imagine, and have the vote so long as they serve in the Rasharnian armed forces for a span. That's what some of my squad mates used to say anyway, the older ones. It could just be a lightless soldier's tale. You know how fanciful they can be when it comes to ideas of rights and opportunities and such.
That shouldn't have to be fanciful.
Now you're just pulling my leg, sir.
Sundown 10. Kirkin never talks about that battle.
That's strange, sir. She found her glory names there. Fury of the Broken March, the Warbird of Aquil. That's a tradition that's fallen out of favor, names of glory. I don't know why, they sound so crackerjack. Sundown 10's where the Grand Magnus had the accident with her arm, you know?
Hold on, you know that story?
Only as my father tells it. He says that after days and days of fighting, the Grand Magnus ended up overloading her sigil until it just fused into her arm.
Sigils are used to level your magic. That shouldn't have happened.
Father did say the Grand Magnus was arguing with her sigil constantly to lift that restriction. One day it finally gave in.
What? You can't do that.
I don't know, sir. She can be very intimidating.
I'd better go. How are you even alive?
Story for another day.
It's the mind walk, isn't it? The spell went crazy, and now you and I can do this.
I think so.
How much can you see?
Nothing really. I see you, and the rest is just colors that can't hold their shape. I can only hear you too. Don't worry, I can't spy on you or sneak into your war room.
No, it's not that. I kinda just wanted you to see this room. The one they gave me, it's crazy awesome. Super big.
When you look glum like that, it reminds me of when the Upbridge gang stole your shoes.
Don't bring up Saren. Not like that.
Tell me, have you ever seen the color Salamine? It only exists in Rasharn. It's one of the first things I noticed when they took me here.
Just stop, Luna. Rasharn doesn't have its own colors.
But it really does. Come visit me. You'll see.
How can you even ask me that?
Because I miss my best friend. I want you to see what I've done here, who I am now. I have that farm I always used to talk about. Can you believe it?
Rasharn almost killed you, Luna. I thought they did. For years. I thought you were dead.
It's like when you nap too long out in the sun. When you open your eyes, everything's kind of blue, but all mixed in. Imagine that, and put a pearl inside. That's what the color Salamine looks like. You don't get it, do you, Jack? All you are is angry. I'm trying my best not to get angry. Angry that the next time we see each other, one of us is going to kill the other. I just wanted us to talk and forget about that for a minute or two.
Luna, wait! Hello?
Rise and shine, friend. Kirka needs everyone in the war chamber.
Did we find the Shrine Forge?
We might be close. I brought in a specialist to help crack the case.
A specialist in Shrine Forges?
No. In Orman.
Are they named Genzi?
Up and at 'em, sleepyhead!
I was just taking Kenzie here to meet Zendara. I predict they'll get along famously, don't you?
Wait, not yet. Wait for me.
Bringing in the Ormic to help, are we?
Can you believe it? The anarchist has set aside her disgust of military institutions long enough to help us out.
Oh, no. There's still plenty of disgust.
Would you two cut it out? They're waiting for us.
Now, Kenzie, I appreciate our verbal fencing about the rabble's pillow-fisted outrage against the gentry, but the very large one there, she's actual royalty, so maybe not so much.
Maybe none.
Look, I'm here because I want the Rasharnians out of my home, not to make nice with some princess that thinks... Oh, my...
I see. So it's all eat the rich until someone gets the vapors.
Welcome to the Palathon, Kenzie of the Sky Tribes of Oramin. The Kingdom of Lucium is grateful for any help that you can give us.
You bet. Are you scrying the entirety of Oramin at the same time? You'd need hundreds of scrying constructs to pull this off.
Thousands.
No wonder the rest of the kingdoms think Lucians are always lurking in the shadows. The amount of border alliance infractions here is... even for wartime.
Yep, it really is an impressive feat of modern arcano-engineering, but moving right along?
You mispronounced invasive.
When's the last time Orman even pretended to be at wartime?
You're looking at her.
It's okay, Zendara. Kenzie's right. I'll submit a formal apology to Oramin's High Council the next time they convene, at Nosea.
In case you hadn't heard, Sandrak destroyed Nosea, so she's being...
I heard.
Oh, so you did catch the shade. Very good.
You're looking in the Tempest Layer? That's the wrong place. Those islands are the newer ones. You gotta look underneath, where the first islands were dislodged.
We checked. There are no Aristean ruins on the surface of those.
Who said anything about the surface? The Aristea love an underground temple.
Flip it.
You're shitting me.
See? I did have a good idea. Bringing her in, I mean.
Ley lines are too unstable in that storm. And they will have powered down their portals. There's only one way we say hello.
Get prepped for a combat drop.
You heard the Grand Magnus. Grab your gear and head to the airship docks.
I'll tell Captain Selko it's go time, and to have his lance of strikers ready.
So, what should I do?
Shall we save you a seat on the assault craft?
No, still not my war.
Ah, well, there's a very nice gift shop on level 10.
Nope. Level 10 disappeared again. It keeps overlapping with that northeastern change wind from Myopole. Takes a vacation whenever it does.
Well, that's too bad. You could have gotten your own Immortals replica badge, Kenzie.
Hold up! Iopole the moon? Iopole?
Our stewards are looking into it.
Sir, if you want to talk about Thaddeus at some point, I'll be there.
Noted.
Just putting it out there. Losing people is...
The dead can wait. Now go meet up with Captain Selko. You'll be closing in on the Shrine Forge within the hour. Get me a way to destroy that binding stone, soldier. It's time we turn this around.
You got it. Any pointers on a combat drop, sir?
Didn't you do simulations in War College?
I didn't, go to... See, I was more of a lucked into the whole war kind of guy.
Then hope the luck holds. It'll be a long way down.
Hey, going with?
Yeah, I'll pass. The ooh-rah stuff is all you guys.
We don't say that. You know, come to think of it, we don't have an official battle cry.
It eats at you, doesn't it?
I do really kind of want to yell something now and then, if I'm being honest. So, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Stick around a bit and take a tour of the place. Uncover some more proof of Lucian meddling in other kingdoms' state secrets, that kind of thing. I'll see if maybe your boss lady will show me what other fun, off-the-books magical surveillance doodads you guys use to keep us safe without consent.
I won't.
Sigh. Okay, sport. Get what's storming the Shrine Forge.
Go time, huh?
Indeed. Just drafting a letter to my brother before we leave. One that suggests that we're really very absolutely confident about ending Rasharn's reign of terror at any moment now. I don't know if I could say that with a straight face on a far call.
You should feel confident. The Shrine Forge? It means we're finally on our way to closing the gap with Sandrak.
You're right, of course. And I forgot how long writing letters actually takes me anyway. I have to go back and cross out all the adverbs and exotic punctuation. My dead father thought an over-reliance on adverbs would be the death of language one day. And there was no greater hate in his heart than what he reserved for semicolons. I feel him staring at me even now, judging my every turn of phrase, my love of the M-dash. Maybe I should just call my brother from the assault craft and avoid the punishment.
You're just nervous about the combat drop.
You've got a keen eye, my friend.
Gotta find Selko. Is our airship ready for launch to Orman?
Just give the word, sir. Her hull's warded against the worst the Tempest Layer can throw at us. We'll swing you in for a clean drop to the Shrine Forge.
No time to lose. Let's go. Recognize this place. Thaddeus showed it to me. There's gotta be some kind of Thradicol-making machine thing here.
Probably inside. And this machine will show us a weakness to the Binding Stone?
In theory.
So we don't know what to do once we're inside.
I figured we'd improvise.
You mean you would improvise? That entrance is blocked by a Triarch ward. You're the only one going in.
Lucky I'm here, sir.
I'll get the portals powered back up for a return trip.
Figure out how to destroy the Binding Stone, and let's get out of here.